Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Novak in at the small forward.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Here's Champ. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers.
Well, he was aggressive at both ends of the floor. He had 3 steals in that game, remember?
Yes, yeah.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Well, quite an interesting upbringing for Victor Oladipo. His mother and father immigrated from Nigeria. They ingrained a great work ethic in their children. But his father in particular didn't really approve of his son's focus on basketball. But Victor was undeterred.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Right side, Butler got a piece of it. Gasol dishes to Rose. They shoot again. And Noah with a nice bucket inside. Noah's got his second bucket of the night. Orlando trailing here. Here's Champ, averaging 26 points a game. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. The part here about a special bond between players and coaches. Well, his old high school coach is here in the stands to watch him play today.
Well, Kevin, you know, it's always nice to see a familiar face when you're in the NBA. And no matter how many gassers your former coach had you run while you were a sophomore in high school, still good to see his face.
Here are the Magic now. After the miss from Pau Gasol. Here's Wood. Here's Vucevic. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Vucevic has got his third basket of the night right there. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I caught up with Coach Tom Thibodeau. I asked him where he thought they have an advantage in this game, and he said our shot blocking is one thing that really sets us apart. Now, we have to be solid all around, but that does help us quite a bit when it comes to sending away penetration and shot attempts inside. Kevin, never something you want to rely on, but always a great backup to have.
Thanks, Doris. And given the scoring talent on the floor, defensive mindedness definitely a key here, guys. Any thoughts?
Well, I agree, Kevin. Playing sound defense has to be their focus. If they can win the battle at that end of the floor, I think they've got a great chance to win.
Well, I agree, because if they don't do that, Steve, what happens at the other end isn't going to matter. It'll be futile.
Noah, yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 6 points for Joakim Noah.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. 14th in blocks, 18th in opponent offense, and free throw shooting, not pretty at all. Bottom third of the league. A number of players really struggled at the line.
Here's Champ. It's Fry atop the key. Inside to Vucevic. Here's Wood. The shot misses. Nice D from Rose. Chicago leading. Kicks to Novak. Back to Rose. Tries from 10. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Rose has got 6 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Well, it's definitely been a shootout. But the team that can start playing some defense might have an edge.
The feed to Butler. Gasol kicks to Rose. And it's blocked. Here's Champ, defended by Butler. Wood pass to Oladipo. Here's Champ. There's the pick. And there's the pass to Fry. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Vucevic missing.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Now here's Rose. He's got 6. Right side Gasol. Baseline try. And he hits the jump shot. Gasol's got 8.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Here's Champ. Steps back and fires. Count that one. He's got 6. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, they heaved up a lot of ill-advised three-pointers in that loss. Guys, they were way too trigger-happy from downtown.
Yeah, and that's not where you want to be forcing shots from. Heck, you were a great three-point shooter, and you know that, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it comes and goes, but you can't just rely on that when things aren't going your way.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Evan Fournier comes in for Channing Frye. And Ben Gordon is subbed in for Oladipo. Now here's Butler. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
And it's the Magic with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. With a step back. And there are the Magic with another bucket. And Chicago has possession. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Now, the last meeting was a successful one. They were very sharp defensively, causing a lot of turnovers, and that swayed the game in their favor.
Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Here's Champ. He's got 8. On the wing, Gordon. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. The rebound by Gibson. What an easy win for him last time. As Steve mentioned, Clark, the turnover differential was a major factor.
Yeah, I'd call it disruptive in a word from the defensive standpoint. They were all over him the whole game.
Mirotic's shot is off.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass. Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Ben Gordon. McDermott with the screen for Brooks. Orlando grabs the miss.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Wood. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Boy, the defense just backing off, begging him to take that shot.
The drive by Brooks. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Gibson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Gibson's got his first points of the night.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Brooks. Gibson down low. Harris is there. McDermott. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Bulls lead by 4. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Champ. He's got 10. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Still going with an almost entirely new group here. Harris is checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Fournier. Oladipo, he's checked in for Luke Ridnour. And Champ subbed in for Payton. The Bulls also changing it up. Saul comes in for Taj Gibson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Brooks. So for Chicago right now, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. McDermott is out there with Mirotic. And it's Gasol and at the 5 down low.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
The shot's good from Wood.
Shooting lots more threes here in the second.
I'm not sure if that's going to work real well here. They probably are better off getting something inside.
Rose dishes to Butler. He kicks it to Gasol. Fades and shoots. And he overshot that one, missing.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
Tobias Harris, a combo forward, originally drafted by the Bucks out of Tennessee. I love his game. He does a little bit of everything and does it all well. He can handle. He shoots it a bit from outside. Not sure what his best position is going forward, but he's a quality player.
And that one's good. And that's 15 points for Champ. Here's Butler. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Outside Gasol. Passes to Rose. With the floater and the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Let's now take a look at some league leaders with the rundown of the best passing big men in the NBA over the past month. Pau Gasol, number 1. Second, Joakim Noah. The Bulls leading by 7. They set the pick. Outside Rose. Here's Mirotic on target from 13 feet.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle
it. Here's Champ. He's got 15. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And you look at the stat sheet from that night, I mean, the turnovers were just glaring. No way you're going to give up the ball as many times as they did and still win.
Well, not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense and force even more turnovers on the other side. That's the only way you're really going to be able to counteract giving the ball to the opponent that you're in.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Derrick Rose might be a superstar, but he doesn't lean towards the limelight. He said, I was always the kid who didn't say too much, and people didn't think I knew that much. But I followed everything that was going on in the room and always knew my surroundings. Paying attention to detail, that's part of being a point guard. Guys?
Certainly a cerebral approach to the game. Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you.
Derrick Rose has always had an effective floater. It's a must-have shot for any point.